Hey then everyone, Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch. Welcome to our video where we let you know about the top Nintendo Switch game releases that are coming out next week. Get yourself a drink, relax and hang with us, and if you enjoy this video, let's hope we see you again next week. We keep watching here at SwitchWatch so you don't have to. I've got Jordan all the way from China on the line and James on the line, and we're going to be discussing these new upcoming games on the Nintendo Switch this week. First off, I'm going to start with my pick of the week, which is Blair Witch, which can be purchased for just $24.29 with a 10% off pre-order. I wanted to go into this one cold. I love horror games. For those of you that have watched the channel for a while, you know how much I love my horror, whether it's good, bad, or in between. I'll try anything that's to do with horror. Now, Joel from our Discord, he's recommended this one to me, so this is going to be my pick of the week. But James, what do you think about this one, buddy?
So we're coming into this video, I thought, let me check out the trailers, and seriously guys, I nearly soiled myself. It looks proper spooky.
Based, of course, on that classic 90s horror movie, and all I can remember is that runny nose.
The family of my cameraman.
Mate, and it kind of makes me laugh now, but at the time, it was a proper scary horror. What are you thinking, Jordan? What do you think about this one, buddy? Is this up your, you like a good old horror?
Well, I think you talking about the runny nose has just like ruined this whole game for me. I don't think I can find it scary anymore. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, although I'm always worried about performance of horror games on the Switch, so I'll have to see it in action first.
Okay, so this one's all about how you will face your fears, delve deeper into the woods. Now, that is my jam. But moving on, James, tell us about your pick of the week.
Oh boy, I am excited about this one. So it's a classic, along with Doom and Wolfenstein 3D. Duke Nukem's got to be one of the most influential FPS games that there ever has been. I really just remember playing this on a PS1 and just grinning from ear to ear with its cheekiness. Here we go. We've got HD rumble, we've got gyro controls, and we've got babes.
That was better than the first time you tried that.
Not much.
Jordan, come on, give us your best Duke Nukem voice.
Okay. I've got balls of steel.
All I remember about this one, and I've played it quite a bit, is those babes, man. Like back in the day, like when you see him pole dancing, you think, oh my god, it was incredible classic at the time. Yeah, absolute classic. I just can't wait to give this one a go. It's got all sorts going on in this one. They really seem to have done a good job. And James, you're going to be talking about this in your bargains video on Sunday, right?
I am tomorrow. Indeed. And one thing to point out is they've got a whole new campaign that you can play, and they've got the original voice actor and the original producer to make the tracks for it. So I cannot wait.
Absolutely fantastic. We've got a review copy of that one, so we'll be getting on that for sure. And James, seeing as it's your pick of the week, I think you should review it, buddy. Anyway, moving on. Jordan, what's your pick of the week? Tell us about this fantastic pick that you've been talking to us all week. Come on.
I hate... No, I can't say that. I cannot stand SpongeBob Squarepants. I cannot stand this. Okay, anyway, okay. I picked it for my pick of the week just so I could tell you how much I hate SpongeBob. But I do know that this is a remaster of a classic, cult classic game back from like PlayStation 2 era. A lot of people were fans of this licensed tie-in 3D platformer. Yeah, I'm not excited about it, but I know many people are. I know, Juan, you've been telling me all about how wonderful it is because you're reviewing it for the channel, right?
I'm playing it with my daughter, and as you can imagine, as a 5-year-old, she watches a lot of SpongeBob on the television. So when I told her that there was a game that we could play, you can imagine how excited she was. So yeah, for me and my little one as a parent, it's something that I'm personally looking forward to, just to see the joy on her face when she can control SpongeBob. I don't know about the bikinis though. I don't know what that's all about. But I'm sure we'll find out. All right, let's move swiftly on to a game called Night Call, which is dropping on the 24th of June next week. About £18, $20 for our friends in the US. This one's intrigued me. I have to say, I love sort of the noir style and all the characters and locations that this game seems to have. I don't know much about it, but it's calling out to me. James, I know that you like these type of games. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, the visuals look stunning. They're actually hand drawn. It kind of evokes that tension of the noir style of art. There's lots of cases that you need to solve. You need to catch the killers. So it's got a bit of an LA noir case feel about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's about a serial killer that's stalking the streets of Paris, isn't it? So you have to sort of catch him and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's intriguing to me. Jordan, is this your type of game, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a fan of the noir style, so, you know, anything noir has got me interested. And I do love a good adventure game, so yeah, I'm interested.
Fantastic. All right, then, let's move on to Ninjala, which is a free-to-play game dropping on the 24th. Now, this one's been delayed a couple of times. When I look at the trailer on this one, I think of Splatoon when it comes to the style. They just need some paint and then it's Splatoon all over. It's got such a similar style, even when you're sort of starting the fights, like the four of you sort of jumping on that podium. Just reminds me of Splatoon all over. But Jordan, I know that you were quite keen on this one. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Ninjala is a competitive online game, kind of like Battle Royale style. It's competitive, cooperative, and I believe there's even a story mode coming, which you have to pay for, sadly. But yeah, there's been a few betas for this that people have been able to try online, and I've heard that it's pretty good. I didn't have time myself to play it, but I'm excited for the full release.
Brilliant. Okay, let's move on to Mr. Driller DrillLand. I know a couple of people have been talking about this one on our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, then check out the link in the description, by the way. We've got loads of people that just talk about games all day and share their fantastic games. Now, a couple of people have already ordered it from PlayAsia, I believe, Jordan. But James, I know that you love these type of puzzlers. It's not really my thing because I'm no good at Tetris or Puyo Puyo or any of that kind of stuff. But I know you like them quite a bit and you're pretty good at these. So tell us a little bit more about this.
Yeah, so the Driller series is pretty classic, and it's actually the first time it's having a Western debut on the Nintendo Switch. So in this one, you basically have an amusement park that you need to go around. There's 5 different areas that you need to basically dig through. Each different area has its own sort of gameplay style. There's bosses. There's all sorts going on. So I can't wait for this one.
You can play locally with up to 4 players, right?
Yes, indeed. And there is also competitive multiplayer online too.
Okay, so that'll be right up your street. I'm sure you're going to get online and try and beat some people because I know you love these type of games.
I'm going to try and fail, but got to give it a try, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so next up we've got Brigandine or Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. Sorry about my pronunciation, it is terrible at times, but this is a strategy simulation game which has had a fantastic one of those in XCOM. I wonder what this can deliver. I know we're reviewing this for the channel, but Jordan, tell us a little bit about this one.
So yeah, this is a pretty hardcore strategy game, very hardcore. I know it's pretty difficult. We do have a review coming for this, so I know what our reviewer thinks. But yeah, it's a pretty hefty game as well. You have 6 nations which you can choose from to try and basically conquer the world in a turn-based strategy, similar to something like Final Fantasy Tactics, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this one. Great art style, great premise. I'm interested.
Well, it better be a hefty game because it's got a hefty price tag.
It does.
James, I also know that you love a good turn-based strategy game. I remember back in the day, James, you used to play a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics and you love Disgaea and those type of games, don't you? So are you looking forward to this one?
Absolutely, yeah. And that's exactly what I thought about when I saw the visuals on this one. It's got that old school style about it that begs for lots and lots of menus to be delved into and lots of classes, monsters and all sorts. So I can't wait to get my hands on this.
Brilliant. Let's hope it's a good one. We got Urban Trial Tricky.
It's tricky.
We'll hopefully be reviewing this. If it's not a video, it'll definitely be on our website. It's about £12.59 when it drops in the UK. But this type of game we've seen many times before. Sort of fun in terms of you can do lots of tricks and combos on your motorbike. All of these sort of trick games I like. You know, they're ones that you can just sort of get into and have fun with. But let's hope that this casual gameplay in apparently 60 frames per second, which will great on the Nintendo Switch. There's sort of 30 levels, lots of side challenges. Is this one that you're looking forward to, Jordan?
These aren't really my kind of games, but I know they're very popular and people love them. Now, this urban trial games, they're kind of a rip-off of the proper full trial games from Ubisoft. So yeah, it's cheap, but it could be cheerful, and yeah, I'm sure people who like this genre will be interested in this one.
What about you, James? Are you looking forward to this one at all?
Yeah, what's piqued my interest is the leaderboards. You know, I think this kind of game, if it gets competitive, if there's enough people playing it, then it could be a nice one to go out there and just try and beat your pals and kind of randoms online. But let's see.
Next up, we've got Grimshade dropping on the 25th. This one's around 15 quid. And Grimshade tells a story of the company of heroes by a twist of fate involved in the cycle of events unfolding in the world of Reefer. Reefer, that sounds like something you smoke. But anyway, moving on. Numerous dreadful monsters infested the forest around the city of Bran. Now this one, I quite like the look of this. I know it's already come out on PC. There's quite a lot going on, but I just love the visuals here. James, what do you think?
The world looks really quite cool. There's lots of different types of characters. It's hand-painted fantasy. So I'm looking forward to it. Jordan, what about you?
Yeah, I'm intrigued. It's kind of got a retro feel to it, kind of like an isometric top-down thing, kind of like a Baldur's Gate or something. But yeah, I'm loving the art style. It looks like there's multiple characters with different skills. I'm fascinated. The name, though, I mean, what's it called?
Grimshade.
Grimshade. Can you get any more edgy than that? It should be emo the game. Grimshade. It's grim.
But mate, I like the look of it. That's
yeah, it looks great.
Saying. I think it looks good. But moving on to one that I'm going to ask James about, which is called The Almost Gone. The reason I'm asking you is, you know me by now, I'm not the greatest fan of puzzle games, but this one, the reason I wanted to ask you about it, James, is because you played a game quite similar to this one before. So tell us about The Almost Gone.
So this one's been written by an award-winning author called Joost van der Kasteel, so the writing should be top-notch. Basically, what you've got to do is piece together a bunch of different objects and memories and decipher them to figure out and solve this puzzle.
Thanks for that, James. So next up we have Tower of Time, and this one looks quite interesting to me. It combines the nuances of classic RPGs that we all like here at SwitchWatch, that's for sure. There's 7 distinct classes that you can choose, a complex skill system, sort of equipment and alignment systems, crafting, all the stuff that we love, and 50 bosses that you have to beat. So this one looks quite interesting. Jordan, tell us about it. Do you think this is your
yeah,
sort
I mean,
of
it
game?
looks pretty good. It kind of looks like Grimshade, which we just looked at. Kind of old school, top-down, like action RPG kind of thing. Kind of like Baldur's Gate or something. But yeah, apparently there's 7 distinct classes, a complex skill system, lots of equipment and alignment systems. It looks pretty good and in-depth, which is what fans of this kind of genre enjoy.
Brilliant. What about you, James? Is this one that you're looking to pick up?
Yeah, certainly. It does look good. It's got that classic RPG vibe going on. You get to mess around with time as well, so you can slow it down and basically plan your moves strategically. So all good.
Jordan, James, thank you so much for your time today. Really do appreciate you coming on this.
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm going to get back to XCOM. I've been playing that one quite a bit. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. See you soon.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed hanging out with us free, just chewing the fat about upcoming new Nintendo Switch games next week, then we'd love to see you next week. Also, James tomorrow is going to be talking about all of the fantastic Nintendo Switch bargains hitting the eShop, so get your wallets ready for that one. And then on Monday, Jordan is going to be talking about all the physical games that are hitting the Nintendo Switch. So for those of you that love collecting those physicals, that's definitely one to check out as well. And also, we've got a community spotlight in that same video where you, ladies and gentlemen, show off all of the games that you've picked up to the community, and we thoroughly enjoy that. So if you want to get involved, join our Discord, the link is in the description, and you can send us some of your gaming pickups and we'll feature them in our video if we can. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We've really enjoyed it, and we hope you did too. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.